Hello, I'm Dr. Tsoi, the artist, and I'm talk about arts healing, use arts as medicine to help in physically, mentally, and spiritually. Here today, I'm going to talk about the three things. First, I'm going to talk about I have the fan and need help physically. Number two is I'm going to talk about my arts and this painting. And number three, I'm going to talk about sick artists usually make a sick art. So of course we're going to talk about that. So first we're going to talk about my fans and my friends, and he probably is an artist, and he talk about his physically face, the face on the right side is twitching, and probably a long time, and so he found he asked a question that's some physical out of balance. Obviously, artists I care about them physically too, so they can result the cause different things to help them art. So the right face, if the face is twitching, usually with Chinese medicine, they call when. Actually, when the systems are overactive, and usually caused by two things. So talk about the yin and yang again. Number one is if you have excessive heat and too much heat, the heat is yang and rises. So rise to the upper of the head, so they can generate more heat, so they can make the system overactive. So that's one way. That's okay, make them twitching. Number two is you have blood systems. They have a blood deficiency, so the blood level is low, and they could be too dry or lack of blood. The system is weak. So if you don't have enough yin, the lower part is to hold the heat down, so the system can be overactive. So it's exactly what you tell me. The imbalance, that's actually is a part of the arts yin and yang. So like I said, we cannot be out of the universe. We're part of the universe. So I suggest that you should see the acupuncturist, the herbalist, and check out, even check out with a Western medical doctor. Just make sure you don't have a serious problem, and try to have a good diet, and don't eat any food produce too much heat, throw you out of balance, like red meat, dairy food, or spicy alcohol. Try to avoid those things. Hopefully, you can balance your system. So I hope you have a good luck. So if you have more questions, you can email to me if you don't understand enough. So here I'm going to talk about my arts here. And these arts, obviously, I always make arts as try to balance. We do have some fans ask if you always looking for balance, so probably you're a little bit out of balance, you're craving for it. So it's a part of probably that's true. And because I don't like to be out of balance. So sometimes a little bit anxious or nervous, stressed, or sometimes a little depressed, whatever. So try to balance. So obviously, I'm not terribly about balance, but I'm looking for perfect balance. But of course, you always hard to get 100% balance in the middle. But we try. So first, I use the line to move around. As this is energy chi flow. So continuation with the line with the whole paintings. After that, that's called more related with the yen. So as you hear about, so that's more, so the more control by the artist, controlling, that's just more yen, and controlling so for yin. So the other things I use uncontrolling way to do it is mix with water and color with the 5 elements of color, and pour down the canvas and then let them move around, and it's a little out of control, but so they can make a different movements, make a different balance, and just like yin and yang, and inside, outside, moist, and of course with the moist, so it's more with yin, and the dryness for more yang. So this painting, you can see the little bluish, so more like a winter and like for different season. Of course, the lines I make like with a mountain, and but of course you can have a different feelings because it's more abstract. But the mountain I grew up, that's why I find I enjoy a lot and really fit my physical condition and mental condition, and hopefully help my spiritual conditions. So these are the paintings we talk about, and of course the 5 elements more for color. That's blue and help you deliver, and gallbladder, and yellow help your digestion system, and have a red so help your heart, and have the black help your kidney, and the white help your lungs breathe. So you start find out sometimes some paintings help the system organ more than others, but generally it's good for your physical condition. So that's second, and we're going to talk about sick artists make a sick paintings. And generally, because when you're physically sick or mentally sick, or of course you're spiritually out of balance, they're sick. So they create different arts, because artists sometimes, if especially they practice a long time, then they start realizes arts is more like a medicine rather than just have fun. So the reason is they may start have fun like kids in the beginning, but then later on, if they're do the arts a long time, they really get into it, and they get feelings as more arts is like a medicine. So usually, if the artist is very sick, so they usually create the medicines as more extreme. So example, if they are very depressed, so they create the artwork, so it's more extreme. So they may try to energize or being crazy or manic or more violent. So try to balance the artist condition. So then, of course, the opposite way, if they're already so stressed or very violent and physically have too much yang, and have red eyes, and anxious all the time, cannot sleep, and so they always looking for fight, and believe or not. So those artists usually they create paintings sometimes is very creepy, crazy, and they try to find the places to hide. So those artists can be depressed. So of course, if too either extreme, so then they call sick art. But so for the artists create these extreme medicines, so they can try to heal themselves. But of course, but at the same time, so the medicines is pretty extreme. So it's not necessarily good for the people, the viewer. If they're physically pretty balanced and their life is pretty balanced. So that's not necessarily good for them, for the gallery people or museum people or general public or collectors. Especially if the collector bring these strong medicines, crazy art or depressed art, hang at home so too long, so they can make them really sick. So that's why you have to be a little more careful, and especially sometimes visually absorb the information too long. So usually take about 20 minutes you look those art and to get it through your system. But if you too long, so you're hanging at home too long, or you watch in the gallery or museum too long, so in the long run they can make you very sick. So just be more careful, and hopefully have better health, and mentally, physically, mentally, and spiritually. And so if you have more questions, please send to me. I like to answer for you, so we can talk more. If you're interested in my video, please send to your friends. Thank you. We run off time, so we talk more. You can call me. Thank you.